Today I'm going to show you how to access LGSC and connect to a refrigerator using Wi-Fi connection. So if you see here, we're logged into CS Portal, and in the bottom right hand corner you see the LGSC icon. We're going to touch LGSC. This is going to load the app for us. And when the app first opens, it's going to show us here what all models it can be used with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit the connect button. And we'll select while using the app. It's telling us to align the barcode. So what you want to do, I'll stand back where you can see, you either want to use the QR code down here by the thank you logo, or you want to use the serial number barcode under the serial number. Either one should work for you. So that grabbed our model and serial number. And as you can see on the screen, Wi-Fi connection is an option. So models where you can connect using Wi-Fi, it'll say Wi-Fi connection. We will now select Wi-Fi connection. It's going to give us some instructions on how to activate the Wi-Fi. Make sure you follow both of these steps for the app to work the best that it can. So number 1 tells us to press the Wi-Fi button and hold it for 3 seconds. So on our control panel, we will press and hold the Wi-Fi button. To activate Wi-Fi, simply find the button on your display that has Wi-Fi and press and hold for about 3 seconds. It'll chime. There's the melody, and then you need to press and hold Freezer and Ice Plus until you see everything light up, and now you're ready to go into the next step. So now we're ready to hit the X in the upper right hand corner. There is the model refrigerator that we want to connect to, LG Smart Fridge. So we're going to select that, and we're going to select connect. Usually it'll do a modem version check. Sometimes it'll actually do a modem update. And after about 30 seconds, we are now in and we're ready to use the features of the LGSC app that you can see on the screen right now. And now we'll go through each one of these features and explain what it does. We will start with Quick Check at the top. Quick Check gives you the last 24 hours worth of data, so you can see cooling like your freezer room and refrigerator sections. You can see your ice room temperatures. You can see how many times the doors have been open and closed for the last 24 hours and just the other items that you see on the screen. Now, one thing I want to point out, everything's in Celsius right now. If you want to change that to Fahrenheit, if you'll go back out to the main screen of LGSC, at the very bottom right, it says My, M-Y. If you'll touch that, you can change your temperature display to Fahrenheit. So you can set that up however that you want it. And then we'll go back out, go back into Quick Check, and now our temperatures are displaying in Fahrenheit. So that's how to use Quick Check to see the last 24 hours worth of data. The next feature we'll look at is error code. So if you've got a refrigerator loaded in and you click error code, it'll go straight to the refrigerator portion of the error code website where you can go through and troubleshoot. So, let's say that you had a condenser fan error. You can touch that and get your information on how to troubleshoot that article. So that's what the error code section's for. And if you've got a washing machine loaded in, it'll go straight to the washing machine section of the error code website. So that's the error code option. Next, we'll look at real-time monitoring. So it's exactly what it says. It's going to show you what the refrigerator is doing right now. So right now we have no error codes. It'll show you your current temperatures. You have compressor data. It'll tell you about your fan motors, which ones are running, and if they are running, it shows the RPM that they're running at. Give you your heater statuses, and I'll just scroll across the top here. So you have door and lamp, ice maker, just different. Like here's product status, tells you how long it's been running since the last plug-in, gives you all your software versions. So Just a lot of good information here, and that is real-time monitoring. The next item that you see is firmware update. Now, the current products that we have here do not require a software update, so we may come back to that at a later date to show how that feature works. We'll go on down to black box now and see our black box data. So the black box, it's going to show you the last 3 days worth of operation. So how it's been cooling, fan operation, air codes, things like that for the last 3 days. It does take normally 30 seconds, maybe to a minute or two, to load all the black box data. So be patient with it. Like on my screen right underneath where it says graph, you see the little icon spinning. That means all the data is not here yet. So wait until that stops spinning, and then you can see the whole past 3 days worth of data. So now that all our data is fully loaded, you can see it gives you a graph of all your temperatures, and see the date at the top left. That's April 22nd. And you have this bar at the bottom, this scroll bar where you can move across. And as you move to the right, it actually goes back in time. So there's 421, there's 420, there's 419. So you can go back and see if the customer was complaining about it having cooling issues within the last 3 days. You can see that data. If you hit the diagnostic data, it gives you a summary of how it's been performing for the last 3 days. And then if you hit error codes, it should show any error codes that came up for the last 3 days. So that's your black box data. And the last feature that I'll show you is the manual control. So when you select manual control, and then you turn it on here in just a second, which I'll show you, the refrigerator is going to shut down completely. The lights go off. Everything stops working except for the display. And it gives you, like it says, manual control over certain items. Like you can turn on your compressor, you can turn on fans, you can turn on different things that you want to run. So as you see on the screen right now, it says stop control. That's actually where you're going to press to activate this feature. And there you see the different items that you can go in and you can control. So if you hit cycle and you turn that on, that's going to run the compressor and the condenser fan. We'll go to fan motor. So let's say we want to turn on our freezer fan. I'm going to hit that button, and if the fan is working, then you should see the RPM start to increase. And as you see, it gave you a green signal letting you know that fan is working. Just make sure, and it's important that you turn these off when you're done testing them. You do need to go in and make sure that you turn them off. You have heaters. You can go in and activate any of these heaters if you're needing to check voltages to them. And then you've got your LED lights inside that you can go through and you can turn on and off. So that is the manual control. And when you come out, make sure that you turn it off. So I know it says start control, but you're going to hit that button to turn it off, and make sure that you deactivate it before you go back out to the main menu. When you are finished using the LGSC app, you'll want to disconnect from the product. So in the upper right hand corner, you see the little power button there. All you're going to do is press that, and then you'll select disconnect. And I just heard a ding, so it's unconnected from the refrigerator now after it made that ding sound. And now we're back out to our main screen where we can connect to another product. So that's how you access the LGSC app through CS Portal, and that's how you use the different features of the app. So I hope this helps you guys out. Special note, if your unit is an early 2024 or older unit, so 2023, 2022, and you use manual control, whenever you disconnect from the unit, it's going to stay in this dead state. So right now, the only things that are working are the display. The display is lit, and you just heard the door chime. But no fans, no compressor, nothing's going to work until you reset the unit. You can reset it from the control panel. So all you have to do is hold the lock button and lock the control panel. Then you want to hold the freezer button for about 5 seconds until you see it count down 3, 2, 1 on the screen. Once it starts counting down, you can let go, You'll hear that fax machine type noise. It'll say end on the screen, and now the lights and everything just came back on, and now your fans and your damper and your compressor and everything will start working. So just remember that if you use manual control and it stays in that dead state, you'll need to do that reset to get the unit up and running again.